After an upset lose to world rank 95, Cristina Bucsa with the score of 6-4 in the first set and 6-3 in the second set. Alexandra Eala was eliminated from the US Open, an event that is classified as one of the 4 highest major tournament, also known as a Grand Slam. Even though she was eliminated at the US Open, there are still a lot of tennis to be played in a lower category, and that is where Alexandra Eala will participate in. According to a local news article that I read, Alexandra Eala will participate in Sao Paulo Open in Brazil. The tournament will start on September 8th until September 14th. The event is classified as a WTA 250 event. By the way, here is a recap on Alexandra Eala's previous performance. Alexandra Eala just recovered from a minor shoulder injury and played against the world-ranked 14 named Clara Tauson of Denmark in her very first game in the US Open Grand Slam. In the first round, she dominated Clara Tauson with the score of 6-3 in the first set, but for some unknown reason, Clara Tauson managed to dominate Alexandra Eala in the second round with a score of 6-2 and even managed to dominate Alexandra Eala in the third and final set with a score of 5-1. But then something spectacular happened. From a deficit of 5-1, Alexandra Eala demonstrated a never-say-die attitude, which she also demonstrated against the likes of Jelena Ostapenko and Haley Baptiste. Alexandra Eala showed grit, similar to a lion chasing her prey. In this case, Alexandra chasing the lead of Clara Tauson. She managed to slowly catch up and eventually won in the tiebreaker and made history by being the first Filipina to win a match in the US Open Grand Slam. By the way, here is her post-match interview.
Here on Grandstand. 5-1 down in the deciding set. I mean, talk to us about how you've just achieved that, because that was phenomenal. Well played.
Oh my God, it was so difficult. I mean, you know, she's a huge player. She's a great player, and definitely not an easy draw for a first round. But I'm so happy that I was able to dig deep. Like, I was just thinking to push the limit, like physically, mentally. This was it.
Look around you, there are 8,000 people inside this stadium now. I think quite possibly you are the most popular Filipino in the world, am I right, folks? Talk to us about what it's like playing in this kind of atmosphere, because it feels pretty special.
It's so special, you know. They make me more and more special. You know, to be Filipino is something I take so much pride in. And you know, I don't have a home tournament, so to be able to have this community here at the US Open, like, I'm so grateful that they made me feel like I'm home. Yeah.
I want to quickly take you back to 2022 when you made history by becoming the first ever Filipino Grand Slam junior singles champion. That was a historic moment here at the US Open. Are you in the mood for creating more history this year?
I'm always in the mood for more history. I mean, this match is one for the books for me.
Well played. Enjoy the moment. And for the first time ever, we'll see in a Grand Slam second round match. Give it up, folks, for Alexandra Eala.
Joe, you know what I love? I love being proven wrong. I was giving her a valedictory at 5-1.
Well, I can't blame you 5-1 down, but...
Yeah, so it's okay. She shut me up.
She just proved how hard she can fight, and I think once she got that game to go 5-2 down and got the crowd back involved, she just exuded with that energy and brought the crowd with her, and you could see at the end how much that community and the fans mean to her. I love the emotion that we saw. I mean, she knows what was riding on the line to be the first Filipino man or woman to win their first Grand Slam main draw, and you got to think that was in the back of her mind, but she handled it beautifully.
Clearly so much ahead of her at 20 years of age. Could this be the beginning of a tennis version of Linsanity?
She's going to have a lot of support,
What do you
that's
say?
for sure.
What were there? Maybe 1,000 people in there
In
at
the
the beginning of the
beginning.
match?
Look at it.
And they said 8,000 people at the end? And,
What an atmosphere.
and again, it speaks to tennis fans because they recognize this was a terrific match for the first round in a wonderful setting and a pleasant day.
Alexandra Eala managed to win the first set against the former Grand Slam champion, Marketa Vondrousova, with a score of 6-3. But in the second and third set, the former Grand Slam champion dominated Alexandra Eala with a score of 6-1 in the second set and 6-2 in the third and final set.
The duo of Alexandra Eala and Ivelisse prepared for the duo of Olga Danilovic and Anastasia Potapova. But there is a change of opponent at the last minute for some unknown reason in which Alexandra Eala and Ivelisse did not train for, or if they did, they only have few hours to study and train against the duo of Ingrid Martens and Quinn Gleason. As a result, Alexandra Eala and Ivelisse lost into straight sets with the score of 6-4 and 6-2. The tired Alexandra Eala, who played at the finals of Lexus Eastbourne Open 2-3 days prior to her first match in the Wimbledon Open, is facing the defending champion in her very first match, and in the first set she showed why she is a finalist in the Lexus Eastbourne Open with a score of 6-3. But in the second set, Barbara Krejcikova, the defending champion in Wimbledon, showed Alexandra Eala why she is the defending champion in Wimbledon with a score of 6-2 in the second set. And in the third set, she dominated Alexandra Eala and studied Alexandra Eala's moves and countered it. And she showed Alexandra Eala what champions are capable of in a high level of tournaments such as the Grand Slam, but her loss to Barbara Krejcikova is more of a lesson than a lose. Because for sure Alexandra Eala learned a lot from that match against the defending Grand Slam champion. Alexandra Eala lost in a match that could have gone either ways, but even though she lost, we witnessed her world-class skills, and based on her performance in the finals against Maya Joint, she has nothing to be ashamed of, and in my opinion she will have her time, and it won't take long before she becomes a champion herself, because she has the skills to defeat world-class opponents. After her run at the Lexus Eastbourne Open 2025, Alexandra Eala is now ranked 56 in the world because she defeated top-caliber opponents and managed to reach the finals and almost won it. By the way, guys, Alexandra Eala is the niece of the former PBA commissioner Noli Eala.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, first of all, I want to congratulate Maya for a great match and a great tournament. Yeah, I think you did really well. And I think, you know, if I was to lose to anyone this week, it would definitely be you. So congratulations. Yeah, I want to thank the organizers, LTA, for such a beautiful tournament, and of course, you know, everybody who came to watch. I think you guys made it super special. It's my first WTA final. Yeah, it's a big deal for me, and you know, for my country too, because it's historic. It's the first time any Filipina has done anything. Yeah, I guess that's also why I'm so emotional, but you know, it's only the first. I'll definitely work hard to do more Wimbledon next week, so hopefully I'll forget about this match soon. Anyway, I'd like to thank my family and my team sitting right there. Yeah, it's been a crazy year, so I'll remember this week and this moment forever. So thank you, everybody.
Given how she's feeling, what lovely words from Alexandra Eala. Mum and Dad having a hug as well. A few tears over there.
Congratulations, Maya. Wow, what a final that was. Your second grass court event and lifting the title. What emotions are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I'm feeling relieved. That was a really tough match. I'm really happy that I was able to get a second title. I definitely didn't think at the beginning of the week that I'd come back winning it, but, well, yeah.
And 2 titles on 2 different surfaces at just 19. Would you say you're fairly comfortable on these surfaces now?
I definitely think I'm comfortable on grass. I really like grass. I mean, clay, sorry. I'm really comfortable on clay. I grew up playing on it a lot. Grass is something that I'm learning to love, and this week has definitely helped that.
And you've got to play your doubles final shortly, then on to Wimbledon. How are you preparing yourself?
Yeah, really excited to play the doubles final. I got really lucky with my partner this week, with Sue Wei. I'm really excited to get to London. I'll be leaving later today, so it'll be a quick turnaround, but I'm really excited to get there.
Before her finals match against Maya Joint, she is on a 6-game win streak, and here are the opponents she defeated. And the first in the list is Zeynep Sanmaz, 23-year-old, ranked 88 in the world from Turkey. Alexandra Eala defeated her in 2 straight sets with a score of 6-1 in the first set and 6-3 in the second set. Her second opponent is a young prospect from the United States of America and ranked 54 in the world, named Haley Baptiste, and she gave Alexandra Eala a very hard time in the first and second set, in which both sets were decided in a tiebreaker, which forced a third and final set in which Alexandra dominated it because Haley Baptiste felt the toll on her body because she got tired in the first and second set, plus she has a lot of fat, so that might be a factor why she got tired. Her third opponent is a 26-year-old named Lucio Bronzetti, ranked 61 in the world from Italy. Alexandra Eala had no problem in defeating her and won 2 straight sets against her with the score of 6-0 in the first set and 6-1 in the second set. Her fourth opponent is the highest rank she faced in this tournament, with a rank of 20 in the world and rank 4 in doubles. From Latvia, the 28-year-old Jelena Ostapenko. Alexandra already defeated her last time they met at the Miami Open, but in this tournament, she dominated Alexandra Eala in the first set, but Alexandra Eala showed the heart of a true Filipina and responded with a 6-2 win in the second set that forced a third set in which Alexandra was leading, but an injury to Ostapenko's feet happened, so Alexandra Eala won because Jelena Ostapenko could not continue. Her fifth opponent is Diana Yastremska, a 25-year tennis player and ranked 42 in the world from Ukraine. Alexandra Eala dominated her and won 2 straight sets with a score of 6-1 in the first set and 6-2 in the second set. Her sixth opponent is the 24-year-old from France and ranked 111 in the world. Alexandra Eala already defeated her in the Nottingham Open, a tournament prior to this tournament. She was the third opponent of Alexandra Eala in the Nottingham Open and gave Alexandra a hard time, forcing a third set that Alexandra eventually won. Same story here in the Eastbourne Open, a back-and-forth match, but a very thrilling match to watch. They both gave their all that led to a third set, and it is obvious that both of them are very nervous in every shot they took, but Alexandra handled her nerves and managed to capitalize on every chance she got and won against Varvara Gracheva again in a tight fight with the score of 7-5 in the first set for Eala, 6-2 in the second set for Gracheva, and 6-3 in the third set for Eala to seal the deal and march to the final.